Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the cyber world. Welcome to Optimistic Gaming. I am Optimus for the purpose of playing Starbound today, at least. And I'm pulling a dangerous move. I mentioned in the last episode that I've never done this before. This is my first session ever streaming, and I haven't even looked at the video just recorded. So what would be for anybody watching this, the last episode, episode 1 of Starbound. I haven't actually even watched it. I opened up the file to make sure it had audio, had good video, and I was so excited that it had both that I decided to just jump right into it. I'm not going to upload this yet. I'm going to record everything, back to back to back, hopefully. And I'm a little nervous, obviously, because I've never done this before, like I said, but I'm really excited to give this a shot and to get this started. So we're going to jump right back into it, and you're going to just have to listen to me ramble a little bit more. At this point, what we're doing is we just got done with the outpost, and I've gotten everything done there. So we have a quest to go to the Erchius Mining Facility, which we're not going to do yet because I'm nowhere near strong enough yet. So the goal of the first planet, therefore, then, is exploration and getting some good starter materials. Basically, like right now, what I really want to do is just get some good armor. I'm not feeling. I want armor and I want healing items. Basically, I want to get kind of a base started. Basically, I think for the purpose of this, I'm going to use my ship as a base. I've done it before, and I've not done it before. I like having a home planet, but I want to make my home planet base. Oh, you were friendly. I'm sorry. Maybe you weren't. I want to make a home planet base later in the game when I have I've always wanted to do one on like a fiery planet kind of thing, like underground stuff like that. So I think for the start, especially, we're going to focus mainly on just having a base on the ship, and the goal is going to be iron armor. Get iron armor. Usually it would be get iron armor and get some good weapons, but I've already got a couple nice weapons here. I'm actually quite happy with that. And then one of the other side goals of it all is going to be get enough like plant fiber and stuff like that to be able to make some good healing items. And I think we'll just try and get into the mining facility. I don't expect we'll hit the facility on this playthrough, but maybe hopefully by the end of next playthrough I can get done with the facility, because once you can't travel anywhere. You can't do what you're supposed to do in the game until you do it, because as of right now, if you were looking at the ship earlier, it's all destroyed. The whole thing's beat up to a pulp, and therefore won't fly. So Penguin Pete at the outpost is going to be nice enough to fix the ship for us, but we have to bring him. I think we have to get the facility working again is the deal. I think it used to be back in like the alpha or the beta or whatever. It was like just bring him like 20 condensed Erchius crystals or something, which you would always find in the chest after it. But they've turned it into basically like just get the facility back online, because it's nobody's coming. There's no communication coming out of it. We don't know what happened there. I think is the deal right now. So that's our goal for this episode. It's going to be kind of get ready and get fully weaponized and stocked up for the facility, and then hopefully the next episode we'll be able to actually take on the facility. And I like to clear out the surface. You can get, if there are good villages or a good anything really on the surface, any kind of what would the term be? Locations? Because they're not all villages. Like we had that mining shaft earlier as well. If you can get one or two of those on a planet, they always have some nice stuff. Jerks. So at this point, basically I'll know when to stop at the moment I find that that portal again. Because the nice thing about this, as compared to, I mentioned Terraria before, right? Terraria, you spawn on a world with a crap ton of stuff in it. On Starbound, you spawn in a world with very little on it, actually. And the whole point of Terraria, or of Starbound, is to travel across worlds. And so, but it's the point of it's a world. You can actually go around the entire thing. So you can walk in a straight line. Since you're on a two-dimensional plane, everything's a straight line. You can walk in one direction and actually come back to your spawn. Which, obviously, if you're thinking realistically, that would take a long time. And some planets take more than others. They're bigger planets with bigger diameters than others. I think your starting planet's always a small planet. Oop, you were a nice monster. I'm sorry. Ow. So basically, I just always walk the surface until I've made a full lap at some point. Therefore, I know I have seen everything on the surface, and for all intents and purposes, I have got everything from the surface. And at that point, then I'll consider going down. But the nice thing about it is, especially, I'll go back to that mine shaft eventually, I think. Because if you have a planet with a mine shaft or a nice-sized village, you should be able to get all of the mineral ores like iron, gold, not necessarily gold, but silver, copper, everything you're going to need for the start of the game. Whoopsies. And like I said, I think anybody who's watching this has probably played this before. I am playing on casual. I don't know, one of these days, you know, I have it in my plans. I'll end up wanting to do, you know, stuff like more survival ones and hardcore playthroughs and crap like that. But give me a break. This is my first ever Let's Play thingy, so I'm going easy on myself to not embarrass myself as much as I could. Because the #1 killer of Adam is, yeah, I'm just going to go in here, is trying to go back and get my items after I've dropped them on a survival game. I'm playing online with a couple buddies of mine, and that is always the worst. Somebody will die and then die 5 times just trying to get back to where they died. Or get back from where they died. That one happens to me a lot. I'll die in the caves. Take me a couple tries to get down to the cave. Finally get there and then die on the way back up and have to constantly go back down. But it all works out eventually. It's just a pain in the butt. Be very careful here. Oh, yeah, I do. Especially because... see, I'm going to embarrass myself enough here. But I feel it's nice because even though, like I said, I don't want to sell myself short on anything per se. I'm not trying to. But I'm not expecting many people, if any, to watch these videos. Eventually, I'm going to be trying, you know, I'll be pushing to get viewers and stuff like that if I really start thinking I'm doing a good job with these. When I watch over all of these videos again, they're all quality videos. You know, at that point, I'll consider pushing on and doing it. But even though I don't have an audience already, to get back to what I was saying, I feel the pressure that I hear, you know, Let's Players talk about. So like right now in the Game Grumps, they're going through Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, and there was a couple areas where, you know, Danny Avidan like was messing up a lot. And he's like, I am so embarrassed right now, and I didn't get necessarily why, but at the same time I kind of did, because I mean, you know, millions of people watch Game Grumps. Even though I have no viewers at this point in time, just the thought that somebody could be watching this in the future, like, I really feel the pressure, and the fact that I've already died twice, I'm already embarrassed. Alright, there we go. So, I kind of get that now, even though, like I said, I don't have any viewers right now. But that's kind of cool to me. Like, even if I don't ever get anything, like, this might be something that just kind of pushes me into, I don't know, being a better gamer. Wow, this song is so beautiful. I've always loved the soundtrack to Starbound, but I feel like since they went full release, I like it even more. Like, I've been playing Starbound. My one of my old roommates convinced me to get Starbound with him years ago when it was still back in its alpha. I think we paid a fair bit of money for it back with its alpha, if I remember right. See, I'm doing terrible. Let's take a break really fast and look at what I have and what I need. And I don't have the music anymore either, though. That's so sad. So crafting in this one is one of my favorite ways to do crafting. I don't know why. It's very, I don't expect anybody who will be watching this for quite a while to have ever played this game, because it's been in its alpha stage for, oh, stop, years at this point, as far as I'm aware. But it's called Eco, and it is Minecraft survival to an extreme extent, but it's not survival in the same way. It's a very educational game. It is the kind of game where you are on a small world, and this world, well, for starters, it has a meteor coming right towards it, and the more people you have on the planet, on the server, the more days it's going to take the meteor. And basically the whole point is protect the world from the meteor. You have to advance your technology to a point where you can stop a meteor, but everything you do has an impact on the rest of the world, which is wonderful. Like, if you chop down trees, it'll kill the grass around it. If you kill all the grass around, if you take all the grass out of the area around you, then the local local fauna, the animals, will die off because there's nothing left to eat. When you get to the point of building, like very, very big industrial area stuff, factories and whatnot, you'll need somewhere to pump it. But all the ground you pump it on will start polluting the ground. You can start polluting the water. It's intense. I need cobblestone. And I don't know why, but I love that. But where was I going with that? I don't remember where I was going with that. Oh well, I'll think of it in a second. I hope I can get the music for this back. I love that music. Yeah. There we go. I legitimately just lost my entire train of thought of what I was thinking when why did I bring up eco? Ow. Oh, I know why. I was talking about how much I like the crafting system. This reminds me of Eco with its crafting system. Everything is built from like a different crafting table that's specialized. It's none of the, in like Terraria, everything is just anvil, furnace, or crafting bench usually of some form. The mods bring in more crafting stations like that, but this one, like, if you want to do anything concerning wiring, you do it from a wiring station later in the game. Same thing with rail cart systems. All of your healing supplies are from an apothecary station. Anything involving pets, which you can deal with later. I don't like pets. You can deal with those later, though. That's all from a pet station. Your regular, what you would see as the crafting benches, is the one thing I still need. Yeah, I'm getting cobblestone for that. It's not for, like, everything. It's really only for building blocks. Certain blocks that you can use, or furniture, doors, lights, chests, beds, stuff like that. There we go. This is what I need. The anvil is only really used for survival aspects. Weapons, armor, bombs. The EPPs, which are a very cool idea. The EPP is something we'll have to do later when I get ready to start traveling to other solar systems. The first one is like an environmental protection pack or something like that. The first one lets you breathe. It gives it's life support. It's an oxygen supply that lets you breathe on moons and underwater. And after that, it's a radiation EPP, which gives you protection to radiation. And basically each EPP is needed to move up to the next level of star. So I'm on a gentle star, like I mentioned in, I think, the last episode. The next level of star is temperate star, but I can't get to a temperate star unless I go to a moon of any planet in my system and get fuel. All of your rocket fuel, Erchius crystal or Erchius liquid fuel, is found on moons. Well, you can't breathe on the moon, so you have to get the first EPP to be able to breathe on the moon to go to a temperate star. The next level from temperate star is radioactive stars, and so you have to get the radiation EPP, which is made from minerals you get from the temperate, and then the upgrade from that is a heating one, which will keep you warm around the frozen system, which is a lot of tundra and frozen planets, and then you get a cooling system after that to go to a fiery star, which has the more lava, volcanic regions. So that's, I don't know, I love that idea. And in the basic vanilla Starbound, it also is nice that each one keeps the upgrades of the past. You upgrade the one you have. So the first one lets you breathe. The second level one lets you breathe, you know, on moons and underwater, and provides radiation protection. The heating one provides all of that and keeps you warm on frozen planets. So I don't know. I like that a lot. Alright, how are we doing on materials? I've got some decent stuff here. I've got some good plant fibers now. I think I'm going to get a few more plant fibers. Ooh, that was close. Okay. I'm going to get a few more plant fibers, I think. Just because I also am going to need plant fibers, I know, to make my armor. You've got to weave weave cloth together and stuff like that. I hope I don't need any cotton fiber. Although I might have a little bit, but I don't think I have much. So, torches. Oh, that's joyous looking. I love these hammers. Oh, I died. It's okay though. I'm okay with that. Don't know why, but okay. So I need a spinning wheel. I need rope. And that's, I don't know, I like the way, everything just seems to kind of upgrade on itself. So you build all of your crafting material, or your crafting stations, from the inventor's table. And these are the 5 you get to start off with, right? I'm not going to waste it if I build that now. Everything takes time, that's very eco, only it takes a lot less time than an eco. Eco can take up to hours for certain things, I think, if I remember right. Alright, and I need rope, and so to build your basic building blocks, you just hit C, here's your basic crafting, right? And so, rope, I just need, I'll get a few actually. Rope is a nice thing to have. Alright, so now I can build my spinning wheel. And it's a lot to take in when you first start playing. I mean, even late game stuff, I'm still having a lot of trouble figuring out where I need to go for what sometimes. Alright, so here's what I need. Okay, that's tungsten. I can't do anything with tungsten. I just need a bunch of woven fabric. I need 12 woven fabric and 1 string. Get the string first. And then woven fabric we need 12. We'll let all of those craft. This part can get really tedious if you're trying to do stuff like in bulk. That can get kind of tedious if it's got a lower creation time. But this should let me create everything I need. So like this, like making armor. I'm not a big fan of this. Oh, I get it. What? I should have made my... it's not quite. It's got like a speaker. I'm sitting there thinking like, oh man, I could be like DBZ, because they actually give you at some point in this like a tail that is kind of meant to look just like a Saiyan tail from Dragon Ball Z. There we go. So now I have full armor. You see, I just love that cape. I don't know why. I just love that. Alright. So at this point, I would honestly say I'm about ready to already go and give it a shot. How much time do I have left? I wanted to try and keep this. My last session was a half hour. Just shy of a half hour. I might give it a shot. I don't think we're gonna be able to pull it off yet, but I think we're gonna try for it. All right. So, to activate the quest, you have to come to your sail, your ship-based artificial intelligence lattice. I love that. Missions, the Erchius Mining Facility. And so these are what really set this game apart from stuff like Terraria and Minecraft. Like, the idea of it sending you other places for quests where the developers have actually gone in and made their own dungeons for you. Like, these are dungeons for all intents and purposes, and I love that. Like, this is a really intense dungeon. So this is the Erchius Mining Facility. What do we know about this? 20 Erchius crystals. You better get yourself over to the Erchius Mining Facility. That's all they really told us about it. All life emanate from below. They're difficult to find. So the nice thing about this game in these specific dungeons is it's so dark, right? You turn these on and they control areas around them. Now, I know this place. I've done this place a lot with some of my friends too, so I know this place pretty much like the back of my hand. There's some stuff I can't get here. There's some hidden stuff we'll come back later when I'm more prepared. I just really want to see if I can even do anything with this. I can't do anything with that yet. That's kind of sad. So these next guys, me and my friends have kind of called him. I don't know why he decided to kind of really focus on this, but he likes to think of what these guys are doing are like fleshy kamehamehas. It's actually kind of gross. He calls it the flesh kamehameha. So I don't know. You can think of these guys as like fleshy sands, which is kind of gross. Oh crap. Wow, yeah, I am powerful enough for sure. I might actually be able to pull this up. We'll probably end up going over time. I've got a little clock beside me that I'm now setting. I like the light physics in this game. Like how well it works. We'll probably go quote unquote overtime on my time, but like I said, I don't have like a set time for these yet. The first episode was a half hour, so I'm like, yeah, we'll give it a shot and see how a half hour feels. Sometimes it might be shorter, sometimes it might be longer. I don't know. But we're gonna go probably until I die. I might just try this one time, and if I die or win when I'm out of here, we'll probably end the episode. I've always wanted to know, like I can get up there. I know I can use a rope to get up there, and there's a little hatch up there with a couple monsters that I never see drop. So I really want to know what makes them drop, and if there's anything up there. Oh crap! Oh! I thought I was gonna die right there. I might have retried if we died this early into it, because like I said, I actually feel like I'm ready for this place, which is crazy because I'm less than an hour into the game. That a kid kill? Oh, he got him before I even got to. Alright, so we have to do this, and then, like I said, this is the place. I really know this place. I know this place well. Hey. There we go. So, like I said, there are some secrets here I can't actually get to because you need a specific ability that I haven't even bothered to try and get yet because it takes a bunch of ores. But this is one of them that I can get. The space trousers. You can, in a lot of these missions, there are armor sets that are all just vanity. They don't actually I don't think any of them actually do anything. They're just all vanity sets that look cool, but vanity sets sell for a lot of money. The money in this game is called pixels. That's what these are. And so my vanity sets, like that sells for, its price is 5,000. You sell it for, I think, a tenth, maybe 25%. You sell for under what that number is, by far. Oh, I'm low in health. There we go. healing is also cool in this game because this means I am healing while it's going, right? So if I'm about to walk into a fight, I can, and I know I'm going to take some damage, I can start healing at full health, and when I get hurt, as long as I have that buff, it's like healing is a buff. I like that about this game. Because now I came out of that fight at full health. Not that little one there. Alright, I'm struggling here. Why do I keep on doing that? There we go. But like, I don't know, I like the way the light works. It's this beam, right? So this is my flashlight. I can't see what's right of that beam very well. Like, the light physics work so well. So like, as I go under this, you'll see... I don't know, that's so cool to me. Ooh. I got 2 of them. Oh, 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 oh. Haha. Like as I sit underneath here. Alright. I forgot I had that ability. Oh, see ya. Wow, I almost died there. At this point, I will get really sad, actually. If I die... I'm nervous, too, since this is my first recording session ever. I don't know what the volume does if I get, like, overly excited, which I am very capable of doing. I don't know. I like getting excited about stuff like this, and so I'm worried about what will happen if I accidentally get a little bit too loud or too excited. Oh, it's a platform, you can see through it. Let them come up here. Oh, they fell. Okay. I don't like you. Oh my gosh. I'm so close to dead. And so these are, I like this. This is, there's so many things about this game I like. The lunar base blueprint, the lantern blueprint. So this is me learning how to craft it. Learn to craft lunar based lantern. And so that's another thing you get a lot of in these kind of side quests, or not some of these main quests. Actually, these are main quests. You get blueprints on how to make a lot of the things in that location. This is another quote-unquote secret area. There's the helmet. Now, I'm not going to be able to get some of the other stuff. So one of the areas that's secret... Oh, I'm sorry about that. That was supposed to be on silent. Right here. There's an ability where you can become a ball. Like literally like a Metroid Samus ball. And that is how you get into that area. I don't have that. In order to unlock that, you have to give it that monkey guy at the outpost 10 copper bar to unlock your first one, then 10 silver bar, I think, to unlock your second one, then 10 gold bar to unlock that ability. And I don't think I'm anywhere close to 10 gold bar yet. I don't even know what I have in that area yet. Yeah, I don't have enough of any of the materials yet, and I didn't want to farm for that. Knowing where they're all at, I figured I'll come back at a later time and get the secret stuff, because there is a secret item I want to get. I don't need to, per se, because I have it in another game. Actually, I wonder. That's a collection. Oh, codex. Do I have anything? I don't. Cool. So it doesn't transfer over between games, because in my other game, my late game one, I have a lot of codex. So you find books and flyers and lore in the world, right? So actually, I got one earlier. This is a codex piece. Lithea Corporation Guidelines. So you use it, and it now comes in my codex. It's going to be under human. And so this is, it means nothing, right? But it's just back lore for the facility. I think at the end of this facility, at the end of it, I think you'll get a book that it kind of explains through the lore what the heck happened here. I think it's a really simple explanation. It's like, oh, like the Erchius is like radioactive or something, and so it's just a mutation. Wow, I got 2 of these things. I'm just gonna end up looking like these guys by the time we're done here, if I get the pants especially. Although the pants are the least important thing. So like there's another one I think over here. Oh wait, no! Oh wow, yeah! I didn't even need it for this one. I thought I needed the ball form for this one. So this is, ooh, another codex. See? Communication failed. Emergency. So you're getting to start to see a little bit of the backstory of what the heck happened. So I didn't think I could get all of them, but I can. There we go. So now I have a giant space one. This, unbeknownst to me when I first started playing the game, this, as awesome as it is, does not let you breathe on a moon. I totally tried, and it didn't work. Okay, so here is the first real challenge of this level. That guy. Okay, I've only got this. So we're gonna run from. I think I'm gonna do fine against him, but I don't know that for sure. So I'll get my gun out. He's got a lot more health. Okay, he doesn't deal as much damage as I thought he did. Elemental, I didn't mention this earlier, elemental attributes are a thing. So this weapon is poison, so actually I can deal poison damage. Oh, here we go, this is awesome. Oh, another, wow, I never get these masks here, now I've gotten 3 of them. A lunar chair, cool. Oh, apparently I already know how to craft that one. I grabbed that earlier, apparently. Which is that bad boy over there. I want to be able to, I hope I have the codex for these. I don't know if I actually learned how to craft the bed in this one or not. So this is a checkpoint. So now if I die, I'll come back here. So we're pretty high over time from what I originally planned to be. But screw it. We're you know what? Just in case, I think we're gonna call it a wrap here, and we will continue on. I hate to leave this as like a cliffhanger because we're getting close to the final boss. Maybe that's like actually a good thing. That checkpoint's probably a really good spot to end this. So if you watch this, thank you so much for watching. It'll probably be a while before I stop saying these words specifically, but I don't really expect anybody or many people to start watching these. I think it's going to take me quite a while to really build up an audience. I'm not the most extroverted person. Go figure. I'm making, you know, YouTube gaming videos, but I don't network that well, and so I don't have a lot of friends. So if you are watching this, whether you're a friend of mine or not, thank you so much, and I will see the awesome ladies and gentlemen of the cyber world in the next video.